Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Cat on a Sofa. And I hope you've all had a very, very good Christmas. Mine has been pretty good, but anyway, let's get on with the video. So, this is going to be my top 9 4K releases of the year. And not necessarily in any specific order. And I was originally going to restrict this to new movies that came out this year. And then I decided I just wanted to do general new 4K releases. So, that being said, if you do enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And I'm just going to jump straight into it. So, in no particular order, and I don't... Some of these are just movies that I really, really like this year, and some of them just have really nice 4K transfers, and some of them are a combination of the two. So, with that being said, my first choice is Roadhouse. Not only is it my favourite movie, it's a wonderful, wonderful presentation box, and it is an absolutely stunning 4K. It cleaned up so well, and it is now by far and away the absolute definitive way to watch this film. It is so nice now. It's just everything about it is crisp and vibrant. And the soundtrack just sounds like, well, better than ever, really. So, yeah, I don't really have a whole lot else to say about it. It is Roadhouse. It is a fantastically entertaining action movie, and this is an incredibly welcome addition to my collection. Moving along, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. This movie is absolutely gorgeous. There are some beautiful beautiful landscapes, just beautiful shots in the film, and it just looks gorgeous. And this film was such an unexpected gem for me. I saw the trailer and I thought, yeah, it looks pretty good, but I didn't really know what to make of it from the trailer. And when I went to go see it, it very quickly became one of my favourite films of the year. It's just so unexpectedly good. And I honestly think it might be one of Nicolas Cage's best films. Oh, side note, Face Off is getting a 4K from Kino Lorber, I believe, and that means I'm probably not going to get it in the UK unless I import it, because we just don't get those over here, apparently. Moving along, we have Michael Bay's Ambulance. I pretty much knew what I was getting into when I went to go see this film. It's Michael Bay, so it has car chases, explosions. It has, a lot of ass shots of Isa Gonzalez, and yeah, I love the drone work in this film. It's like someone just gave Michael Bay the keys to a drone, and he really ran with it. He just uses them so frequently, and you'd think it'd get a bit old, but it doesn't. They really kind of work, and it looks absolutely brilliant. I love Jake Gyllenhaal in this. He's definitely one of my favourite actors, especially since he got the beard. He just really suits him, I think. And yeah, you kind of know what you're getting into with a Michael Bay movie called Ambulance, right? So yeah, this was really good. Sonic 2. Yeah, this is a bit of an unusual choice for me, right? I do like video game movies, actually, though. Being a pretty big gamer, I really enjoy this. It improves on the original film in so many ways. Idris Elba really kind of got the impression he was having such a good time playing Knuckles, and yeah, it kind of shows. And Jim Carrey, man, I hope this isn't Jim Carrey's last role, because I heard that he might be retiring. But yeah, he Robotniks it up to the extreme. He is such a good Robotnik, it's just ridiculous. The only, the film also just looks fantastic. And the only criticism I have is the whole wedding plotline spoilers in the middle of the film. You could have just cut that entire bit from the film, and not only would you not lose anything, I think it would actually make the film a little bit better. Moving along to Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction, arguably to many being Tarantino's best movie, comes to 4K finally, and it looks absolutely spectacular. It has cleaned up so well. It just looks phenomenal. What can I say about the film that people smarter than me haven't already said 1,000 times? It's a masterpiece. Let's not beat around the bush. It is fantastic. I mean, I say it's one of Tarantino's best. It definitely ranks up high for me, but Tarantino is one of those directors. I love all of his films, even the ones that would be at the bottom of my list. I still rate them incredibly high in the general scheme of things. So, like I've said before, Jackie Brown is probably my least favorite Tarantino film, but I still really love it. But Pulp Fiction is just ludicrously good, and it is a very good transfer too. Nope. It is my first Jordan Peele movie, although I have since acquired Get Out on 4K, but I haven't seen that one yet, and that wouldn't even qualify for the list anyway. What can I say about this? It's a relatively recent drop, so I don't want to do spoilers, but it is incredibly well shot. It is just beautiful. All of the new day night photography in it just looks phenomenal. Like the night shots have so much detail in them. It just looks amazing. And yeah, this film is equal parts fun and tense. And yeah, it really did impress me. So yeah, another good addition to the collection. The Northman. This film, I really enjoyed this. Although I do want to watch it a few more times. Um, it had been overhyped for me. I feel like too many people had said just how spectacular it was, and I never got to see it at the cinema due to my cinema only having literally one showing of this, like not just like one day. I mean one showing on one day, and that was all that it had. So I ended up missing it. But kind of like the Last Duel, I suspected I would enjoy it, and that also the Steelbook would be sought after and rare, which is not really why I got it, but I did make sure to pre-order this the instant it went live, even though I hadn't seen it, because I just had a feeling I would enjoy it, and I did. But I definitely don't. I don't want to say it wasn't as good as I thought, but I think I need to just watch it again to really absorb it. But it was thoroughly enjoyable, and it is also a stunningly good movie. Bullet Train, the 87 North movie, directed by David Leitch of Deadpool 2, Atomic Blonde, Hobbs and Shaw fame, and yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I damn well knew exactly what I was going to get when I went to watch this. Being an 87 North film, the action is always absolutely top tier, and with people like Brad Pitt, and damn, Aaron Taylor Johnson was fantastic in this. But yeah, especially Brad Pitt being one of my favorite actors, I thoroughly expected to love this film, and yeah, the humor and the action style definitely borrows very heavily from Hobbs and Shaw and Deadpool 2. As it does, I think David Leitch has definitely found his style. He does rely a little bit too much on CGI, but I don't know. I mean, especially in Deadpool and Hobbs and Shaw, actually, and it looks fake. That's the problem I have with CGI. But the fight scenes themselves are all really well choreographed, and they look great too. And yeah, this film is beautiful, especially when they're tracking through the train and you get some of the neon areas. It really is such a good film. And yeah, like if you like John Wick, Nobody, Deadpool 2, Hobbs and Shaw, if you like any of those and you haven't seen this, go and check it out because it's fantastic. And the final movie on my list, it has to be Top Gun Maverick. This is arguably the new standard for 4K. It is beyond anything that I've ever seen before in terms of how it's shot, how the action is shot, how good it looks. Just everything about this. Tom Cruise has I mean, he always was one of my favourite stars, but he's just become such a powerhouse for doing things practically as much as possible, and as well as doing his own stunts. Like if you haven't already seen some of the making of featurettes for Fallout, Mission Impossible Fallout, the amount of time and effort he put into even just doing the Halo jumps, the amount of effort is just ridiculous. And like to the point that Henry Cavill was like, well, he wanted to do the jump too, and Tom Cruise was like, no, you'll get people killed. Uh, like this, and that, I'm getting off track here. I'm supposed to be talking about Top Gun. Yeah, the practical way that they filmed this. I mean, they could have just done it in like a mock-up of the jets, I guess, in front of blue screen. And quite honestly, they probably could have done like 95% as good of a job. Um, but funnily enough, I find myself thinking of a quote from Breaking Bad, of which I can't remember the exact quote, but it's like it's that last 3%, that last 5% that takes it to a whole new level. Like 95% as good as this is would still be fantastic, but taking it that extra 5, it just really, really makes it. So yeah, Top Gun Maverick is my film of the year. Unfortunately, there are a few films I haven't seen that I wanted to, like Black Panther. I never got around to seeing. Violet Night I ended up seeing, although I don't think that would have actually made my list. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would, although it was good. I haven't seen Avatar yet, but even if I had, that would be disqualified from this list due to the fact that it's not going to get a physical release. I don't even know when. It could be like as late as March or more. Hell, I don't even know. So yeah, so that would have been disqualified anyway. So yeah, as I said, this is specifically my 4K physical media release top 9. And why do I do top 9? It's because if I post on Instagram and I'd like to do a 3x3 a 3x3 grid layout for the films, because it just makes it look nice in a photo. So I decided I'm a top 9, not a top 10 guy now. So yeah, so that's my list, guys. What movies did you enjoy this year? What are your favourite 4K releases of the year, and what films are you looking forward to next year? I think I'm going to do a video on that, actually. I think I'm going to do, for sure, my upcoming films for next year, and I might also do a top 9 movies I watched from this year, just in general, and ones that, like, more specifically don't have a physical release. Cough, cough, Netflix. Yes, because I did enjoy The Grey Man. I did. Anyway, so yeah, those are my top 9, guys. And I hope you enjoyed the video. So if you did enjoy it, please consider liking and subscribing. And on that note, I shall see you next time.